In 1492, Columbus set sail into the unknown, or so we've been told. But what if I told you that by the time Columbus arrived, the Americas had already been home to millions of people for thousands of years? And what if I told you he wasn't the only one who discovered new lands? Today, we uncover the truth behind Columbus's voyage in the age of exploration. For centuries, European kingdoms traded with Asia for silk, spices, and gold. But there was a problem. The overland Silk Road was dangerous and expensive, and sailing around Africa took too long. Columbus believed he had a shortcut, sail west across the Atlantic and reach Asia directly. There was just one miscalculation. He didn't know the Americas were. So in 1492, with funding from Spain, Columbus set sail with three small ships, the Nina, the Pinta, and the Salmon. After more than 2 months at sea, land was finally sighted. But this wasn't India or China. It was an island in the Caribbean. Columbus believed he had reached the edge of Asia, but he was actually in the Bahamas. He encountered the Taíno people, who had lived there for centuries. They welcomed Columbus and his crew, offering food and gifts. But Columbus saw something else. He took some of the Taíno as prisoners, demanding they lead him to riches. This marked the beginning of European conquest in the Americas. On his later voyages, Columbus and his men enslaved indigenous people, forced them to search for gold, and spread deadly diseases that would devastate native populations. Columbus never set foot on what is now the United States, and he died still believing he had reached Asia. But his voyages changed the world forever. Spain and other European nations now saw the Americas as a land of opportunity and conquest. The age of exploration had begun. Soon, other explorers followed. Hernán Cortés would overthrow the Aztecs. Francisco Pizarro would conquer the Incas, and European settlers would claim more and more land, pushing native civilization. Columbus also sparked the Columbian Exchange, the massive transfer of goods, animals, and diseases between the old and the new. Foods like potatoes, tomatoes, and chocolate transformed the European diets, while horses and cattle reshaped native ways. But European diseases like smallpox wiped out entire indigenous communities, causing one of the greatest population collapses in history. For centuries, Columbus was celebrated as a brave explorer who discovered the New World. But history is more complicated. He opened the door for European expansion, but also for colonization, slavery, and suffering. So is Columbus a hero or a villain? The truth lies somewhere in between. But one thing is certain, his journey changed the world forever. Now that we've heard the real story, do you think Columbus should still be celebrated as a hero? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.